Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your undivided attention for the next hour and a half as we share together in the induction and welcome ceremony for new graduate students in the Faculty of Humanities and Education here at the University of the West Indies, Mona. I am Dr. Carmel Roof, Deputy Dean for Graduate Studies and Research in the faculty, and I will take you through this evening's proceedings. This evening's program is divided into two segments. The first segment is considered the general ceremony, and the second, your department advisement, where you will be treated to specific program information, all aimed at helping you navigate your journey in your respective departments. We have a special program for you, and we hope that by the end of it, you would have experienced the pelican and owlet warmth of the UE and the Faculty of Humanities and Education, respectively. To start off the evening, we introduce you to the university's song, which is quite representative of the Caribbean culture and the vibrancy of the Faculty of Humanities and Education. Here's the university song. The song tells us that there is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of the light are we. Another line says, we face challenges and conquer them, and we do so together because the whole away are one. So regardless of the country from which you have come, the parish from which you hail, the home from which you come, whether rural or urban, the whole away are one. In other words, we're all one people. So with that vibrancy and oneness, we welcome you, our new graduate students, to the Faculty of Humanities and Education's induction and welcome ceremony. The theme for this ceremony is Innovate, Inspire, Integrate. Innovate, suggesting that we are calling you, our 2021-2022 new graduate students to make changes, to create new, to think differently. This, of course, has become even more critical as we face the challenges brought on by COVID-19. This is the faculty where innovative thinking is practiced from the beginning of your program and right throughout. So as you have come, be open to this practice. The next word in our theme is inspire, reminding you that you have now entered into a very rich and prestigious legacy of excellence. Access to higher education has increased because of the many scholars whose shoulders we stand on today, including colleagues from the Faculty of Humanities and Education. These colleagues have blazed a trail in Jamaica, the wider Caribbean, and the world. And as they have inspired others, so too are we calling on you to inspire yourself, your family members, your countrymen and women, and the wider world. So this graduate degree you have come to pursue is as much about you as it is about the legacy for the next generation. Therefore, as we help you to innovate and inspire, our theme is reminding you that no man is an island, no man stands alone, and so the next word in the theme is integrate. And you may ask, what and how am I going to integrate? So integrate means to combine, bring together, coordinate, and so on. As graduate students in the Faculty of Humanities and Education, we are asking you not to minimize the experience that you bring, but to integrate these experiences to help you succeed. Make new friends, get to know people from other departments and other sections of the university. Learn to work with others. Be cooperative. Get involved in sessions that are hosted by your program, department, the wider university, and unite to achieve success. So as you share with us this evening, we encourage you to think about what and how you can innovate, inspire, and integrate. I now invite the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Education, Professor Sylvia Cowenberg, to formally welcome you to the faculty. Dean Cowenberg is Professor of Linguistics at the University of the West Indies Mona campus. And there is one thing I need to tell you about Prof. Cowenberg. She is very student-centered, and she has a deep sense of commitment to the faculty and university. Over to you, Dean.
Good day to all who are joining us online for postgraduate orientation in the Faculty of Humanities and Education. This faculty is your place to shine. But I guess you knew that already, because out of all your options, you chose us, and we are happy to know that you did. This faculty has a history of over 50 years, and we have over that time graduated several thousand postgraduate students in departments across the faculty. Our postgraduate programs form an important part of the work we do to achieve the faculty's mission to uphold the humanist tradition. The humanist tradition is one that believes that change begins with education, that education makes change possible. The education that we offer at the postgraduate level complements the research that we carry out in the faculty. This is research which enriches the body of knowledge concerning social, cultural, philosophical, historical, linguistic, educational, and media practices in Jamaica and in the region. The research done in this faculty allows us to engage with local and international scholars and professionals to contribute Caribbean findings and make a Caribbean voice heard on the global stage. It is this mission which you are joining as postgraduate students. This is the second time that we are online to mark the start of an academic year for our postgraduate programs. And frankly, we were not really expecting it. A year ago, many of us thought that we would be back in the classrooms by now. A year ago, many of us thought that our mitigation measures would help us stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus. A year ago, we expected that we would be going back to life as we knew it, but we would have learned important lessons never to take that life for granted again. But while we were plotting our return to normal, the virus did what viruses do. It mutated, it adapted, it grew more virulent and more contagious. And so we too need to continuously adapt. So here we are, adapting and making sure that we do more than survive. We do what we are best at in this faculty, which is to innovate, to identify problems, to collaborate and find creative resolutions, and to make it work. To be sure, for some of you, the online environment has actually turned out to be a blessing. Some of our programs were already online for regional students, but now that all of our programs are online, we have found that students who had migrated are able to return to complete their programs virtually. Students who live across the length and breadth of Jamaica have not had to make difficult choices between work and study, or family obligations and study, as they no longer need to be physically present at the Mona campus to pursue their courses. So even as we prepare for a possible gradual return to the classrooms in this academic year, we will continue to offer online options for those whom it suits better. This is something we promise to you. So what do we have to offer that has attracted you to our faculty? At the graduate level, the faculty's 8 departments offer a range of postgraduate degree programs and research-based degree programs which cover the full breadth and depth of the humanities and education. What is common across our programs is that their design has been informed by relevant research and state-of-the-art knowledge. Indeed, many of our postgraduate classes are taught by researchers who are leading thinkers and authors in their academic fields. We make a distinction between taught degree programs and research-based degree programs. Our taught programs include taught Master of Arts, Master of Education, postgraduate diploma, and postgraduate certificate degrees, and these typically combine theoretical content and professional application. This is true, for instance, for the postgraduate diploma in education, for the Master of Education for Sustainable Development, Global Citizenship and Peace, the Master of Education in Inclusive and Special Education, and other Master of Education programs. It is true also for Master of Arts programs, such as Library and Information Studies, as well as Archives and Records Management, both offered in the Department of Library and Information Studies. Similarly, for the Master of Arts Heritage Studies in the Department of History and Archaeology, the Master of Arts English Language offered in the Department of Language, Linguistics and Philosophy, the Master of Arts Translation offered in the Department of Modern Languages and Literatures, the Master of Arts programs in Communication Studies, in Media Management, and in Integrated Marketing Communication, all offered in the Caribbean School for Media and Communication, and for the new professional doctorate in education, which similarly balances theory and application. Our taught programs also include the Master of Arts programs in History, in Cultural Studies, in Linguistics, in Philosophy, in Literatures and English, in Spanish or French, and the Master of Arts in Teaching. As a research-driven institution, we welcome postgraduate students desirous of pursuing their own research in our MPhil and PhD programs, which are offered in every one of our 8 departments. We celebrate the contribution that our MPhil and PhD graduates have made to the furthering of vital knowledge in their areas of study, at times leading to policy changes and new practices, and always providing a basis for further research. Moreover, We look to the graduates of our research degrees as the generation that will lead the institution in the near future. Scholarly activity cannot thrive when disrupted. It is you, our MPhil and PhD students, who ensure continuity and to whom we will hand over the torch of the humanist tradition. The degree that you are about to begin in this faculty, no matter which program you are in, means that you are joining us in furthering the University of the West Indies' goal to facilitate this society's and this region's inclusive development. Development that includes you, your community, and others around the region. More specifically, you are joining a community that strives for knowledge of Caribbean societies, that engages critically with these societies in terms of their histories and practices, and that aims to have an impact. That is the community of the Faculty of Humanities and Education. It is my fervent wish that our programs will provide a foundation for you to achieve your academic goals as well as your professional goals. That in a few years from now, you will join the ranks of proud graduates of our postgraduate degree programs, and that you will find your place as a source of change for good in your community, your country, your region, your world. Welcome to the Faculty of Humanities and Education at the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies. Your place to shine.
Thank you, Prof. Cohenberg, for those enlightening words and words of encouragement. Yes, students, yet again, you have been reminded of the rich legacy of which you are now a part. I now invite Professor Marcia Roy, the Director of Graduate Studies and Research here at the Mona campus, to bring greeting. Professor Roy is a professor of molecular virology. She loves teaching, exudes an ethic of care for students, and this makes her quite responsive to students' matters. Prof. Roy will bring greetings on behalf of the campus and her office.
The University of the West Indies, Mona, and the team in the Office of Graduate Studies and Research would like to welcome you back to UWI. I'm Marcia Roy, and I am the Director of Graduate Studies and Research on the Mona campus. This graduate degree that you are about to commence will probably set the trajectory for your career for the next 10 to 20 years. Of the 60 or so tertiary institutions that operate in Jamaica environment, your UWI is ranked number 1 in the Caribbean, in the top 2% of universities in Latin America and the Caribbean, and in the top 3% of universities globally. So you are in the right place. UWI not only distinguishes itself from these other tertiary institutions, but by its offering of graduate programs, including our research degree, we also make a very significant impact globally. Most of you in your graduate degree will be required to do a research methods course, a research project, or maybe you're doing a research degree. Research is important because it is through research that innovations will be developed to solve tomorrow's problems today. And at UWI, many of these innovations are developed by our graduate students, whether it's solution to alleviate the ravages of climate change, or cleaning our oceans to ensure the health of our marine environment, or strategies to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. But what the current pandemic has taught us is that research alone is not enough, or innovation alone is not enough. In December of 2019, it was clear that a novel coronavirus, the SARS-CoV-2, which causes a severe acute respiratory syndrome, was spreading rapidly internationally. Within a few weeks, the COVID-19 virus was sequenced and vaccine development commenced. Coronavirus outbreaks were familiar to the global scientific community, with SARS in 2003 and MERS in 2012. About a year later, in December of 2020, a vaccine was developed and approved for emergency use. We all breathed a sigh of relief because a solution for the COVID pandemic was underway. But what is obvious 9 months later is that research alone is not enough. The vaccine hesitancy and resistance that is being experienced by many globally suggests that it is not only important to use research to develop innovative solutions, but it's also paramount to have buy-in from the stakeholders and the populations that will need to access these innovations. So like the UWI AAA strategic plan, this pandemic has taught us that any solutions developed to solve humanity's problem must be accessible to the populace. It must be agile, that is responsive, and it must be aligned to the needs of humanities. Welcome to UWI. Welcome to Mona. Welcome to graduate school, where we will innovate, inspire, and integrate.
Thank you very much, Prof. Roy. See what I told you about this rich legacy of excellence? Prof. Roy just reminded you that yes, you are at the #1 university in the Caribbean, and at the university that is ranked in the top 3% of universities globally, that our graduate students lead in innovation. The humanities and education matter in how we innovate, and that you, our students, matter as we innovate, inspire, and integrate. To further remind you that you matter, we invite the Vice President of Academics for the Mona Association of Postgraduate Students, Sandra Roden, to bring greetings. And you should be aware as well that Sandra is pursuing a Master of Science degree in government.
Hello everyone, I am Sandra Roden, the Vice President of Academics for the Mona Association of Postgraduate Students. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our incoming graduate students in the Faculty of Humanities and Education for the academic year 2021-2022. Yes, we know these are unprecedented times, and in these times we're doing a lot of things online, and we know it might be a bit difficult and a lot of things might be testy at this time just because of what we are facing with this pandemic. But despite it all, we still have our goals to achieve, we still have things to accomplish, and we believe that as students, no matter the obstacles, we can accomplish more and we can do what we need to do so that we can achieve our graduate degrees. So I'm here representing MAPS, which is the Mona Association of Postgraduate Students. We're here to work for you. Whatever issues or matters that you have, you can take to us. You can email us at monapostgrads@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram at monapostgrads. For this year, what we'll have, our president will talk more about it later on, but we'll have our tuition assistance program or financial assistance program that will look towards book grants and tuition assistance that we look forward to distributing for students across all faculties that are in graduate studies. So we look forward to a productive year. We look forward to a year where we can coalesce our efforts and work together that all graduate students can achieve their goals and objectives this year. Welcome to academic year 2021, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you very much, Sandri. I now invite you, new graduate students, to look more closely at your screen. Yes, I know you have been looking at the screen all this time, but now you really need to look more closely at your screen to identify your department and to get you to know your director or your head of department briefly, so that by the time you get to the department advisement session, you are already familiar with at least one person. So here we go to the introduction of the department leaders. And I'm asking you as well, when you see your department head or director, please send a shout out in the chat so that he or she knows the department is represented.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Faculty of Humanities and Education Orientation Program for postgraduate students for the year 2021 to 2022. I am Dr. Aisha Spencer. I am the acting head for the Department of Literatures in English for this academic year. I want to give a special welcome to all our postgraduate students, whether you are MA, MPhil, or a PhD student in our Literatures in English program. Have a great academic year, whether you are beginning, continuing, or completing with us. Looking forward to serving you.
My name is Dr. Dave Goss. I'm a senior lecturer in the Institute of Caribbean Studies and also the new director of the ICS. It is my privilege to welcome you as new graduate students to the ICS. In the ICS, you know that we focus on the cultural industries and the importance of becoming a cultural intellectual. Our goal is to ensure that you maximize on the opportunities. Today, many societies are recognizing the importance of the cultural industries to their socio-economic development. And as such, you as our graduates, you become pioneers in this very exciting field of interdisciplinary studies and also in cultural studies. We wish you all the very best. We are here to support you, and we know that you become our proud graduates because you will be learning to apply what you have learned in cultural studies to the greater cultural realities. Take care and God bless.
Very special greetings to all of you. I want to especially welcome those of you who have chosen to do your graduate work with the Department of Modern Languages and Literatures. It is not a new space for you, but since you yourself decided and chose to study with us, this should mean that you are relaxed and ready to step into all the new and exciting spaces that your new studies will take you to. You will be studying at a different level, and I'm sure you understand that you have to draw on the skills you acquired at the undergraduate level to help you to meet these challenges. You should know by now that the studies in our department are especially aligned to the university's strategic objectives, in particular, the goal to internationalize the UII curriculum. The MA in Translation, of course, will take you across the world as you assist companies, agencies, and individuals in the communication process. If you selected programs in literature, you will be taken through many doors into different cultures, as you know. You will learn many new theories and discover many rich, imaginative, and imagined worlds as you explore the pictures, the ideas, the creativity of different writers. I wish you all the best in your studies. Our staff is very approachable and willing to help. Be sure to visit the department's office frequently. Make your presence felt, seen, and have a successful academic year 2021-2022. All the best.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to all new graduate students in the Faculty of Humanities and Education. As the Director of CARMAC, I extend a very special welcome to the new graduate students who will be studying with us at the Caribbean School of Media and Communication, doing their master's degree in Communication Studies, Communication for Social and Behavior Change, and Integrated Marketing Communication. We also welcome our MPhil and PhD students. In this upcoming academic year, we hope that you'll get involved in your various courses and participate in research collaborations with your classmates as well as your faculty members. We look forward to working with you and wish for you a very successful academic year. Once again, welcome.
Good day, everyone. I am Dr. Rosemary Heath, Head of the Department of Library and Information Studies otherwise known as the DLIS. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome all new and returning students to the DLIS. All of our graduate programs are designed to equip you with the necessary skills and competencies which you will need to fill positions of management in libraries and information units across the Caribbean. We are currently working to receive accreditation from the Chartered Institute of Library and Information Professionals, otherwise known as CILIP, which is a professional body for the library and information profession in the United Kingdom. This will allow you to be employed in library and information units in the UK, the USA, and Canada with your UWI degree. Indeed, this is an exciting time to be a part of the DLIS family. As I welcome you, please be assured that the DLIS staff stands ready to assist you as you settle in, roll up your sleeves, and embark upon the best journey of your lives. Again, welcome.
Graduate students, congratulations on acquiring the qualifications and demonstrating the readiness for graduate work. And thank you for choosing this faculty and our multidisciplinary Department of Language, Linguistics and Philosophy, DLLP, as a space in which to pursue your studies. If your interest is in linguistics or English language, we will stimulate you with program concentrations in areas such as language acquisition, phonology, sign language interpreting, sociolinguistics, syntax, and approaches to teaching academic, professional, or technical writing in English. If you are interested in principles underpinning cultural norms and epistemology, ethics and values, or human existence and experience, or programs in philosophy are waiting for you. We also offer a wide array of electives that are open to graduate students in other departments. In the DLLP, you will have opportunities to be innovative as you engage in significant original research and contribute to generation of new knowledge that will be significant for you, for the university, and for regional integration and development. Our highly qualified and experienced lecturers and supervisors will inspire you and guide you gradually to academic and professional independence and stand with you through to successful completion of your programs. And our administrative staff in the department office will be ready to offer support when you call, email, or visit. You will also find that participating in our clubs and graduate level activities will help you to develop to your fullest potential. Students, welcome. Have a great academic year and a fulfilling graduate program.
Good afternoon. My name is Enrique Keneve. I am the head of the Department of History and Archaeology. And on behalf of my colleagues, I wish to welcome you to the Faculty of Humanities and Education and the Department of History and Archaeology in particular. This year, my colleagues and I wish to renew our commitment to excellence in education, our department's trademark, in the belief that this is the best way that we can help you prepare to succeed in today's constantly changing and competitive world. Our commitment is especially important at this point in history. This academic year, you will benefit from the changes that we have implemented in our AMH Heritage Studies and in our graduate courses. Our objective is to update our academic offerings so we can offer you a greater variety of relevant and attractive courses that capture the spirit and demands of our times. We believe that you will greatly benefit from these changes and the ones to come. My colleagues and I will dare you to be proactive as you learn about past, present, and future connections, or to develop research skills to shed light on aspects of the Caribbean past that remain little known or understood. We are a student-oriented department, and we seek to create synergies between student and staff from which we can all benefit. Please make sure to use the department's social media and other communication channels and share your feedback. We are looking forward to meeting you in our classes. Have a fantastic and productive year.
I wish to welcome all students to the University of the West Indies, the Faculty of Humanities and Education, and a very special welcome to you all who have chosen to continue your studies with us in the School of Education for this academic year. I want to thank you for choosing UWI Mona, because I know you have options and you could be anywhere else, but you have chosen to come to us. I guarantee you that you will not be disappointed. Let me assure you that once you're in the School of Education, you are in very safe hands. So what do you expect from us here in the school? Well, we offer a number of programs at the graduate level. These are usually done by trained teachers who are interested in professional development. The MA degree is offered in a number of specializations. These include the traditional secondary subjects such as the teaching of mathematics, language education, science, social studies, geography, history, as well as other disciplines that are related, such as curriculum and instruction, information technology, educational measurement, and teacher education. We are also always constantly improving our offering. And some of our more recent programs include the MEd in Sustainable Development and Peace Studies, Educational Planning and Policy, Educational Leadership and Management, Early Childhood Development, as well as Inclusive and Special Education. And these are among some of our newer programs. Now, those programs will be for our trained teachers, but we also have one program for pre-trained teachers, and that's for persons who are interested in becoming certified as teachers. And that's our Master of Arts in Teaching that we offer to graduate students who are interested in becoming professionally certified. Along with our master's level programs, we also offer the MPhil and PhD degrees in several specializations. Once again, let me welcome you to the School of Education. The very able, competent, and professional academic, administrative, and support staff of the school stand ready to help you to realize those dreams that you have, which are connected to completing your studies here. I wish you a safe, productive, and rewarding 2 years with us as you join us in the School of Education. Walk good.
I hope you recognized your department lead just now from the videos. We invite you to enjoy the next item on the program by Mr. Hugh Dowse and the Nexus Performing Company. Mr. Dowse really doesn't need much introduction, especially since you have been seeing him on your local TV. Nonetheless, let me give you a little tips about Mr. Dowse's talents. Mr. Dowse is multi-talented. He's the founder of the award-winning Nexus Performing Company, is an adjunct lecturer, and is a postgraduate student in the Institute of Caribbean Studies. A very good example of integrate. Over to you, Mr. Dowse.
Good evening, and welcome to the best faculty in the University of the West Indies. You have chosen the right place to examine the issues of humanities and education. And if ever there was a time when those issues come to the fore, it's now. It's a joy to share in art with you this evening. And this is going to be a presentation that was done at the National Gallery of Jamaica in its last Sunday's program. The first piece we're going to do now is Moonshine Tonight. You know, night soon come down, or night will soon descend, for those who don't know what that means in the Jamaican context. And it's a good time for us to get together and dance and sing. And in a sense, that's what we do in this faculty. We get together as graduate students. We share our ideas. We dance around, we sing around, we play on what we're working on, and we share that with each other. So it's gonna be fun, a great journey, and you're in the right place to make this journey. So, moonshine tonight. Come make we dance and sing.
So now that you have had that brief musical entertainment to relax the mind, I can share with you that if you have not yet done so and you have a question, meaning a general question, please feel free to post it in the chat. We have at hand Latoya Aiken and Alicia Goby from the Office of Graduate Studies and Research, among other representatives from the faculty who will be able to respond to your queries. Please note now that program-specific questions will be answered during your department's advising session. So hold those questions that are program-specific until you get to your department's session. As a graduate student, you will need to know how to identify scholarly sources when writing your papers. You will also need to know how to avoid plagiarism. And so this next item on our program is titled The Library and You. We have Rosemary Runcie and Audrey Sadler, who are Faculty of Humanities and Education Library representatives from the Mona campus, to share with you. Please pay close attention.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the University of the West Indies Mona Library. I am Rosemary Runcie, the library representative for the Faculty of Humanities and Education. And with me is Audrey Sadler, the liaison librarian for the Mona Association of Postgraduate Students. We present a short overview of the library services to postgraduate students with a focus on plagiarism and Turnitin. The UWI Mona campus has a main library and 4 branch libraries. Staff and students have access to all branches. The main library houses the education and humanities, as well as the social sciences collections. We have several reading rooms, 2 computer labs, a West Indies and special collections section, and a reprographic services unit. This is where you get your printing, scanning, photocopying, laminating, and binding done at a cost. It goes without saying that we are operating in COVID-19 times, and the library has configured all spaces in adherence to the regulations. How do I access the library's resources? Your UWI ID card is your access card. It gets you into the library and allows you to check out resources. The opening hours are 8:30 to 4 p.m. Opening hours are subject to change during holiday periods, but we will give you advance notice. We have a wide collection of both print and electronic resources. From the open shelf and periodical collections, postgraduates can borrow up to 6 items combined for a period of 28 days or 1 month if you prefer. From the reserve book collection, RBC for short, you are allowed 3 items combined, 2 overnight and 1 reading room item for 3 hours. IISC items are used in-house, that is in the IISC room only. Electronic resources cover subject areas across the faculties. You are allowed to download articles and books on and off campus. You can access these resources from the library's online catalog called UWI-Link with your ID card and password, which is the same password that you use for SAS, SAS. If you're having difficulties with your password, contact MITS. The library cannot change your password. So UWI-Link is a user-friendly interface which allows you to search by author, title, or subject, or keywords if you prefer. We suggest that you sign in with your username and password. Anyone can search the catalog, but only registered students and staff can access electronic resources and download them. You are also able to access electronic resources from the library's website. Please note that the information you receive via this presentation is also available on the library's website, so you don't have to worry about not remembering something you heard. And now, Ms. Sadler will take it from here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here we will briefly highlight some of the services that we offer to our graduate students. And as you can see, these include information literacy, thesis consultation, halls of residence, a curbside pickup service, as well as interlibrary loans, to name a few. Now, students may request through email the loan of printed materials. The library will process these transactions and advise you when they are to be collected. Interlibrary loan materials may be acquired from other libraries through the Mona Library and made available to you. Our thesis and consultation services are very important for our graduate students. You may submit your thesis to the library, where it is reviewed to ensure adherence to the university thesis guide, as well as the relevant citation style used. A formal thesis scrutiny will be conducted once your thesis has been submitted. Additionally, the library offers seminars and workshops in the various citation styles, such as the MLA Handbook, the APA Manual, the Chicago Manual of Style, and EndNote Reference Management Tool. We are aware of the importance of thesis, and so we have made available copies of all theses produced within the university at all the campuses, and these are available in the West Indies and Special Collection. Copies submitted after 2014 are available online. Now, the UWI thesis available online can be located in US Space. As well, we provide access to thesis from other universities through ProQuest Dissertation and Thesis Global, as well as through EBSCO Open Dissertation. As you conduct your research, it is very important that plagiarism be kept at the forefront of your mind. Students must understand the UWI's policy on plagiarism, as well as the UWI's regulations, which governs plagiarism. And when we look at plagiarism in a nutshell, what we're saying is that plagiarism is academic dishonesty and cheating. Here we have briefly highlighted the university's guidelines as it relates to plagiarism. And from the screen, you can see that this is a problem that is not unique to UWI. It is an international problem, and universities have sought to manage this problem through the use of software such as Turnitin. It is now a requirement at the UWI for all students to pass their written assignments through Turnitin. And we encourage you to visit Graduate Studies and Research information portal for further information. We encourage you to participate in our upcoming sessions on UWI Link, the use of the different citation styles to manage your in-text citation, your references, bibliographies, and works cited, and how to effectively use EndNote. We also encourage you to visit us on the various social media platforms, and just to make note of these useful links, which I'm sure you will use in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Runce and Ms. Sadler. I should tell you as well, graduate students, that if you have generic questions for the library, Ms. Runce and Ms. Sadler are also available, so you can post your questions in the chat and they will respond. But note that they have indicated in the recording that you can access more details on the library's website. For us at the Faculty of Humanities and Education, as we help you to innovate, inspire, and integrate, we also like to know that you are having positive student experiences. And so we have invited some graduate students to provide you with some tips and to update you on an association that can help you navigate your journey here in the Faculty of Humanities and Education. So we have for you this evening Pamela Archer, a Master's of Education student, Alexis Samuels, a doctoral student, and Karif Clark, the president of the Association of Graduate Researchers in Education. And Karif is also a MPhil PhD student. Please listen to the words of wisdom from students who started out just like you. So here goes a little tips about the graduate student experience in the Faculty of Humanities and Education.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Pamela Marie Archer. I am a recent graduate of the UWI Mona School of Education, and I am sharing with you a few tips that may be helpful in your postgraduate journey at the UWI. I must first extend congratulations on being accepted into the UWI's Masters in Education program. Be assured that you have made the right decision in choosing to pursue postgraduate studies at the UWI Mona School of Education. My first tip to you is to ensure that you attend the orientation sessions and ask questions about your program of study. A plethora of education programs are offered. Choose wisely and familiarize yourself with the course content for your selected program. Be aware of the core courses and electives for your particular program of study in order to ensure all the requirements are met. Your program coordinator can assist you with this. The amount of work to be covered may seem daunting. However, it is not insurmountable. It takes proper time management and perseverance. As with all other courses of study, it is advisable that you make a schedule in order to meet assignment deadlines. In order to master content, read and read some more. As best as possible, try to read ahead and familiarize yourself with content matter, as this is fodder for engagement in class discussions and increasing your knowledge base. Sharpen your research and essay writing skills. It is a must at this level. You are given a rubric for each major assignment. Follow it to a T. Create support groups with persons in your program. This will prove helpful in sharing ideas, getting various perspectives on academic-related issues, or even keeping you abreast of program or faculty-related matters. You can also capitalize on each other's skills and expertise, for example, in information technology or research. Be prepared to participate in group work, class presentations, and discussions. Class discussions widen your knowledge as issues in education locally, regionally, and internationally are analyzed from numerous perspectives. It also exposes you to a variety of real-life situations as students share their experiences as educators and other professionals. The robust discourse from class discussions can be quite enlightening and engaging, and you become aware of best practices and pitfalls to avoid as educators or administrators in your institution. For your final research project, ensure you select the research type that best suits you and your research skills and ability. Pay keen attention in all your research classes, as research at this level can prove difficult for some persons. Seek help when in doubt. Ensure also that your research topic aligns with your program of study. Make full use of the facilities of the UWI Library. It is a great resource hub. Free journal publications are also available from the School of Education office. These offer great sources of information on local and regional studies in education. And don't forget to consult the cadre of esteemed and learned professionals who are your lecturers and professors. They are always ready and willing to give advice and share their expertise in order to make your sojourn a smooth one. All in all, your postgraduate experience can be a fulfilling one if you take it in stride. Create a balance in your personal, professional, and academic life, and build a strong support base of family, friends, and colleagues. I wish for you all the best in this phase of your academic pursuit.
Hello, my name is Alexis Samuels, and I am a former student who pursued my doctoral degree in the Department of Literature and English within the Faculty of Humanities and Education. My journey began in 2014 at the Master of Philosophy level, in which I had to pass several requisite courses and submit short research papers, which essentially prepare the graduate for the real task of writing for a doctoral degree. Thereafter, I was able to have my registration upgraded to a PhD degree. Once I was awarded my PhD, I applied for and successfully secured a postdoctoral fellowship at the prestigious Tufts University here in Boston, where I currently am. And at this point, I will be conducting independent research, and I will be able to gain more skills and experience that will prepare me for my academic career. At the start of my studies, it was hard for me to believe that I could reach my end goal. Of course, you have or will soon bear witness to excellent lecturers in the Faculty of Humanities and Education who will make you wonder if you might ever get to their level of expertise. However, I soon learned that success in this field is attainable and requires 4 things: time planning, initiative, practice, and patience. In the first place, it would be great if you could create a schedule for yourself in which you would outline the assignments, seminars, and study reading materials for your courses. This will keep you ahead of your deadlines so that you can avoid feelings of stress and confusion. You have to be patient too, willing to do thorough readings, to make notes, and Google and thesaurus will be your friends at this point. So you can build your vocabulary as well as search for simple explanations or summaries of difficult books. You must think of your mind then as a ground base that will always require more levels, and each level elevates and refines the former one. So at the end of your studies, you will be able to link one idea or theory to another, one theorist to another, or one work of fiction to another. Initiative and practice are also key. So don't be the kind of researcher who waits to be told what to do or what to read. Explore scholarly works beyond what you are given. Practice your presentations. And of course, always proofread. If you are an introvert or reserved person like myself, you will find that practice makes you better at delivering your speeches. So you can participate in conferences or graduate seminars, held locally or abroad to enhance your public speaking skills. While at these events, you might also meet like-minded people so as to expand your professional network. All in all, you will make mistakes, even if you're a perfectionist. So take it easy. And once you are willing to pick yourself up and outdo yourself, you are bound to reap great rewards. I wish you all the best in your future studies. Keep learning, keep trying, and keep accomplishing.
Hi, I am Karif Clark, President of the Association of Graduate Researchers in Education from the School of Education within the Faculty of Humanities and Education here at the University of the West Indies. Firstly, I would like to take this time to congratulate you and to wish you all the very best for this academic journey and for this academic semester. Secondly, allow me please to share with you a bit about the Association of Graduate Researchers in Education, which is also known as AGRI. The AGRI is about empowering and supporting its members. We are about improving the knowledge base, competencies, and dispositions of our members as it relates to research. How do we do this, you may ask? It is about providing mentorship, professional development sessions on a quarterly basis. It is about empowering you and guiding you as you prepare and present at research conferences. And we also help you as it relates to publishing high quality research. Our members are testimony of what we are about. Our members have presented at conferences locally, regionally, and internationally. And some have also published high quality research in local and international academic journals. Be sure to join us on social media, Agri Jamaica on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, We're also on WhatsApp. If you need to contact us by email, you may do so at agrijamaica@gmail.com. That's agrejamaica@gmail.com. We look forward to welcoming you and having you as a part of Agri. All the very best to you.
I am really so appreciative of our students. And so I hope that you have garnered some tips for your own journey as you have listened to what they shared. Another important aspect of your journey, especially for those who may be experiencing financial challenges and may need some support, is that area of scholarship. And so here we have Davinia Williams from the Office of the Campus Registrar within Graduate Studies to share with you examples of scholarship opportunities that you may be able to access as you see fit.
Good day, everyone. My name is Davinia Williams, and I am from the Office of Graduate Studies and Research. I was asked to speak to you today about the scholarships that we offer. There is the UWI Postgraduate Scholarship that is currently valued at $750,000. It is open to students pursuing research degrees, that is MPhil and PhD degrees. The scholarship is normally granted for 2 years. However, the second year would be contingent on the availability of funds and evidence that the satisfactory progress has been made towards the research. Applications to this scholarship are usually open on the first week of April each year, and it is advertised on the Graduate Studies website and also through email using the Mona messaging platform. There are a few external scholarships available. For example, the Government of Jamaica Emancipation Postgraduate Scholarship, which is administered through the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. This scholarship targets students pursuing specific areas of study. This information is available through the ministry's website, along with the application process and documents to be submitted. You may monitor the Graduate Studies website for updates on available scholarships, or you can always contact the office. Thank you for listening and wishing you all a successful academic year.
As you continue to ponder the information on scholarships, here is Dr. Nicole Plummer, Deputy Dean for Marketing and Outreach in the Faculty of Humanities and Education, to share with you some general tips for registration. Again, please remember that program-specific information will be shared with you when you go to your department advisement session. But again, if you have general questions, you can post them in the chat. Over to you, Dr. Plummer.
Thank you, Dr. Roof. Good evening, everyone. I'm here today to bring you general registration tips. Now, the university provides several resources to assist you, and these resources are right there at your fingertips. The most obvious one that we're going to start with is provided right there on SAS. So what I'm going to do is to just walk you through how to get there, how to register. So let's go and check out the university's student administrative system. So you have gone onto the university's main page. Now you're entering that secure area. What is there? When you go to the secure area, you're going to find that there is, you have enter the secure area to register. You have online registration guidelines. Now this is very, very useful. Just download this document, read it, right? And follow the steps there. It's a very useful document and can show you the things that you need to do and the steps that you need to take. So let's take a look at that document. All right, so I'm just gonna go a little bit and just share stop sharing this, and then I'm going to share that page. So let me just go here and share that with you. All right, so now we're looking at this document that is provided on SAS. So it's very detailed. It walks you through the step-by-step. Enter the secure area. It shows you how to search for your courses. It's like 7 pages of information that you can use, right? And you have the class search. So read it in your own time and get familiar with the system. Now, these are, when you're registering, you come across different errors, and it highlights what these errors are here. And it also shows you whether and who processes the override, how they're processed, and it shows you how to request an override. So as you can see here, it is a very useful document. So I'm going to go back to the page. So let me go again, right back to that SAS page that you're going to use to register, and show you what else is there. So you also have right here a very wonderful video. I'm not going to play all of it. I'm just going to show you very briefly. Here you are, right? So I'm going to quickly go through it. So there it is.
Hello and welcome, or welcome back to the University of the West Indies Mona campus. This is a video tutorial on how to register for courses.
All right, there you go. So that's a video tutorial. And then you have different, handouts for guidelines as to how to change major request, undergraduate students, status letters. So this doesn't really cover you because you're graduate students. So these are the resources that you can find on SAS. So I've stopped sharing this. I'm going to go back to sharing my presentation, right? And so those are the resources available to you on the SAS page, on the regular universities page. Now I'm going to go through and also show you the resources that are available from the faculty. So again, I'm going to do a little share. So here we go. So I'm going to share something else. So let me go and share the application, and I'm going to go to the video. So here we go. Now this is a very useful video, and it shows you how to go ahead, what are the kinds of changes we've instituted since COVID, and what are the kind of requests you can send to the faculty. So it's very useful. Let me just play a simple.
Student, and I'm home due to the pandemic, and I know that you are too. So today, let's say you had registered for a course but did not submit any assignment, and you don't want an F to lower your GPA.
All right, so that is Ms. Keish Beckford kind of walking you through the different kinds of requests and issues and challenges that you might run into. Now there's another video on our course page, and this one is a simple one, how to register for your courses.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire, a third-year IMC student,
so
and
there
today
you are.
I will be showing you how to register for your courses online. Registering for your courses is extremely important.
Now this is on the faculty's YouTube page. So I'm going to stop sharing this, and now we're going to go back to my document. We're wrapping up. Now, there are also resources provided by your department, so be sure to reach out to your respective departments, institutes, schools if you face any challenges registering for your course. Be sure to obtain and retain the contact information for your department's graduate coordinator. And finally, if you have any questions, if for example, you want me to send you the link or the documents that I use in this presentation, you can reach out to me at fhe.outreachmarketing@uemona.edu.jm. Be sure to follow the faculty on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and the name is consistent. FHE UEMONA. We have quite a bit of information on our social media, and you'll find it very, very useful. I want to end by welcoming you to the Faculty of Humanities and Education, and I am sure that you will shine your brightest here. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening.
So before you begin to stress about the courses for which you should register, Please note that the departmental advising sessions coming up right or shortly after our next item is scheduled to help you with that. So keep calm, don't stress. And here again is Mr. Dawes and the Nexus Performing Company with an item to help you relax.
It's been a joy sharing with you this evening, and thank you to all our presenters who have been taking you through the ropes of how to make it successfully through your program. Because we believe in an almighty, whatever your cosmology is, we now go to the work of Peter Tosh as we remind ourselves that Jah is indeed our keeper.
Jah is my health and my strength, so shall I fear. He is the shield upon my right and my left hand, so of whom shall I be afraid? For Jah is my keeper. Jah is my light and my salvation. So shall I fear? He is my guide throughout this creation. So of whom shall I be afraid? For Jah is my keeper. Jah is my guide in my resting and my rising. So whom shall I fear? He is my shield when I step out and forward in. So of whom shall I be afraid? For Jah is my keeper. Jah is my light from the pestilence of darkness. So whom shall I fear? He is my guide from the vampire of hell. So of whom shall I be afraid? For Jah is my keeper. Jah
hope you really enjoyed that item. Throughout the period of COVID, we have really learned to listen to our creatives and enjoy, their suite of items so that we can relax in this stressful time. Now, before I hand you over to your departments, here is one last piece of advice from another one of our doctoral students, Kezia Mills. I encourage you, especially those who are pursuing MPhil PhD programs, to pay keen attention, since your stay with us will be much longer than those pursuing taught programs. Here is Kezia with 6 essential tips.
Hello, my name is Kezia Mills. I am a PhD student in the Department of Modern Languages and Literatures, and in this brief presentation, I will share with you 6 tips for successfully navigating your research program. Tip 1. Identify the times and places in which you are able to work effectively, consistently. Then create a weekly work schedule and stick to it. Tip 2. Create a timeline for your goals. I suggest that you meet with your supervisor and decide a realistic timeline for meeting your short and long-term goals. Be sure to pencil in deadlines for initial reading, brainstorming, an outline, deep reading, and your drafts. Tip 3. Utilize the library's resources, such as UWeLink and the many third-party academic sources to which they provide access. It is also in your best interest to acquaint yourself with the liaison librarian who is assigned to the faculty. Tip 4. Make thorough and organized notes. Once you have identified the sources from which you will extract information, record this information in an organized way. I choose to use a table. The heading of my table is the citation of the source that I am using. The columns are page number, quote, footnote or endnote information for the quote, and my commentary, which helps to contextualize my thoughts. Tip 5. Acquaint yourself with your academic community, both faculty and students, and do not confine yourself to your department. Well-rounded research is often interdisciplinary, so do not be afraid to venture outside of your department, and if need be, outside of the faculty. My final tip, tip 6, is be informed about the requirements of your degree program. This includes, among other stipulations, the time limit for completion, the specific courses and number of graduate seminars that you must do, the word limit and citation style for your thesis. This information can be found in the Graduate Studies Handbook and the thesis guide, both of which can be downloaded from the Graduate Studies website. Though your supervisor, department, and faculty are your support system, you are responsible for knowing this information. The onus is on you. As you endeavor on this new academic undertaking, keep these 6 tips in mind. With the guidance of your supervisor, the support of your department and faculty, and your proactive efforts, you are sure to succeed.
As we close, please allow me a few more minutes to express special thanks to all the persons who have helped to organize, strategize, and execute this evening's program, as well as those who delivered an item on the program. Thank you to Dean Cowenberg, Prof. Roy, and our team from the Office of Graduate Studies and Research, the heads of departments, our library team, the graduate students who share their experiences, Mr. Dowse and the Nexus Performing Company, and Dr. Plummer. Extra special thank you to Miss Cadian Hussey and Mr. Carlington Forrest from the faculty office. And another set of extra special thank you to Mr. Peter Watson, the MITS representative to the Faculty of Humanities and Education. And last but by no means least, double portion of extra special thank you to Mr. Jalon Foster and Shamon Brissett, our students from Carmack, and most of all, to you, our new graduate students. Thank you for choosing the Faculty of Humanities and Education at the UWI Mona to pursue your graduate degree. We hope that your time with us will be an enjoyable and positive one. This new era of unpredictability requires graduate students to innovate, inspire, and integrate. And we are here to assist you with achieving this mission. So as we transition to the department sessions, and as you transition, by remembering the words of the song by Mr. Dowse and Nexus, that Jah is your keeper, I'm encouraging you to check the program document that you were sent for the link to your respective department session. If you are not able to find the program document at this time in your email, please check the chat. We have it there for you. Click on the link for your specific department. If you're not able to click on the link in the chat, then you can go to the Faculty of Humanities and Education's website to access the document with all the links. So there are numerous ways for you to access your specific program link so that you can participate in your department session. And please ensure you go, because there you will get specific program information. So your departments are eagerly waiting to meet you. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.